Hello and welcome to the Deep Dive, where we transform stacks of information into sharp, actionable insights, just for you. Today, we're doing something a bit different. We're looking at English, yes, but through the lens of, well, your entire day. We've taken a really close look at this guide, Your English Day, a full routine guide. And honestly, it's not just another vocab list. Think of it more like a blueprint, yeah, for weaving English into everything you do, from, the moment you wake up till you go to sleep. So our mission today is to unpack this, not just what's in it, but why this daily structure thing works so well for actually learning.
Yeah, it's quite clever, actually. It moves past just learning words in isolation. It gets that language is tied to, well, life patterns, daily habits. So by following your day sequentially, it helps link English phrases directly to things you already do anyway. It's less about memorizing and more about internalizing, making it almost automatic.
Automatic. I like that. So less effort to actually speak, eventually. Okay, let's get into it. Prepare for some aha moments, hopefully, as we walk through a standard day and see how this guide approaches it. Right, so first up, naturally, is the morning. The guide lays out those basic actions that, well, start everyone's day, but it's how it presents them, the context.
Exactly.
Starting with wake up and then get up. They seem similar, but lots of learners miss them up.
They do. And the guide clarifies that distinction early on. It's subtle, but important.
Then it goes into, personal care, brush my teeth, wash my face, maybe take a shower,
Standard stuff.
then get dressed, and of course, fuel, eat breakfast. And finally, heading out, go to school or go to work.
Okay, so these actions are, let's be honest, pretty basic. What's the clever part in how the guide handles them? Well, it's not just seeing them as verbs. It treats them as the first step in building your personal story for the day, your narrative. And by linking them immediately to your morning, it uses a kind of priming effect. You're already thinking about your routine, and boom, there is the English word for that action. It sticks better. Contextual learning.
Priming. Okay, that makes sense. And it doesn't just leave you with the verbs, does it? It builds them into sentences straight away. So wake up becomes I wake up at 7 a.m.
Right.
Or I brush my teeth after waking up.
Right, practical usage immediately.
Yeah. And I take a shower before breakfast. Or maybe I eat breakfast with my family. Then I go to school at 8:30.
Yeah.
You feel like ready-made templates you could just tweak for yourself.
And that tweaking, that personalization is crucial. It's not just about making it relevant, though it does that. It taps into something called the affective filter hypothesis. Basically, if it feels personal about you, the mental barriers to learning drop. You're more invested. It feels less like work.
Right, because it's my morning I'm talking about.
Exactly. And the guide pushes that with questions like, what time do you wake up? Or do you eat breakfast every day? It makes you use the language for yourself right then and there.
Okay, so morning routine is down. Then the guide moves into, well, the main part of the day for most people, school or work. This is where a lot of the day's interaction and, specific language use happens.
Big chunk of the day.
So it gives you phrases for that context. For students, things like study English, obviously, do homework, read a book, write in a notebook.
Academic basics.
And for the working world, use a computer, work in an office, talk with colleagues, maybe even have a meeting.
So how does the guide make these useful beyond just knowing the words? Because meaning is one thing, but using it.
Yeah, good question. It focuses on common pairings, collocations, things that naturally go together in English. So you don't just learn meeting, you learn I have a meeting, usually with a time like on Monday.
Okay.
Or I work in an office. It's those little combinations that make you sound more natural, more fluent.
Gotcha. And it provides examples you can use straight off, right? Like, I study English every day. Simple, clear. Or, I write in my notebook.
Yep.
For work, I work in an office. Or, I talk with my colleagues. Those are things people say all the time.
They are. They form the basis of that everyday chat you have at work or school.
And they work whether you're a student or in a job, mostly.
That's the key, the versatility. Many of these actions cross over. You likely use a computer, talk to people, maybe read things for your role. The guide makes it instantly relevant by prompting you again. Do you use a computer daily? Who do you talk with? That reflection step is where it really sinks in, moving from just knowing to, using. Okay, from work and study, the next logical step is food. Always important.
Always. Universal topic.
And the guide gives a solid base for talking about meals. But again, with that practical angle, it covers the staples, rice, bread, chicken, fish, vegetables, fruit. Pretty standard.
Core food groups.
Then drinks, milk, juice, tea, coffee. And other common things like soup, salad, eggs.
So just lists of food. Or
Mhm.
is there more to it?
Well, it's how these simple words let you start expressing things. Preferences,
Yeah.
habits, basic social interactions often revolve around food. These are the words for grocery shopping, cooking, just chatting about what you ate. The guide moves fast into using them.
Right, so you get sentences like, I eat rice every day, describes a habit. Or expressing taste, I like vegetables. Simple, direct.
Mm-hmm.
I drink coffee in the morning. That's me.
Huh, me too.
And also saying what you don't like, I don't like fish, which is useful.
Definitely. Need to be able to say no sometimes. And the classic compliment. The food is delicious. Always good to know.
Mm.
But then it goes one step further, which I thought was really smart. It tackles ordering in a restaurant.
Ah, yes, the real world test.
Exactly. Can be stressful. So it gives you these lifesaver phrases like starting off, can I say the menu, please?
Mm.
Polite, essential.
Good start.
Then making your choice. I'd like chicken and rice. Clear request. Need a drink. Can I have a glass of water?
Simple, effective.
And the big one at the end. Can I have the bill, please? Get you out the door.
See, that's perfect. It's taking the vocabulary and putting it straight into a real situation. It's not just knowing words, it's knowing how to use them to get something done. That builds real confidence. It's practical communication.
Okay, so work's done. Food's been eaten.
Mm-hmm.
What about downtime? Free time, relaxing.
Yeah, equally important for language expressing personality.
The guide covers this too. Hobbies, evening activities. Things like listen to music, watch movies, play games. Maybe more active things like play football or social stuff. Go shopping, meet friends. Even things like travel, cook, exercise. And, very relevant for our listeners perhaps, learn English itself as a hobby.
Absolutely. And talking about what you enjoy, your hobbies, that's often where real connection happens in conversations. People open up, find common ground. It's not just functional language, it's personal.
So the guide helps you do that.
Yeah, it gives you sentence starters like, I listen to music every evening, or I love learning English in my free time. It lets you share a bit about yourself using the structures you've already been practicing.
And then finally the day winds down. The night routine. Got to close the loop.
Bring it full circle.
So the guide includes actions for this part too. Eat dinner, maybe do homework if there's still some left.
Hopefully not.
Huh.
Yeah.
Then relaxing. Watch TV, talk with family, read a book. Maybe the inevitable, check my phone.
The modern ritual.
And then the end goal,
Yeah.
go to bed and sleep.
And again, simple sentences to express these. I eat dinner at 7 p.m. or I sleep for 8 hours. What's powerful is seeing the language cover the whole day. It creates this continuous thread. It helps build a complete narrative of your day in English, making the language feel integrated, not just bits and pieces, like spaced repetition, but naturally within your daily context.
But the guide doesn't just list all this, right? It pulls it together.
Exactly. That's the final crucial step, practical application.
It uses dialogues, challenges.
Yeah. There's a sample dialogue, I think, between Anna and David.
Yeah, that's right. Anna asks about his day.
And David uses all these phrases we've talked about. He says, I wake up at 6:30, brush my teeth, eat breakfast, then I go to work at 9.
Right, connects it all.
He mentions lunch, rice, chicken, and vegetables. Says he enjoys cooking dinner, watches TV, sometimes reads.
And weekend stuff too, like meets friends, goes shopping, plays football.
It just shows how these seemingly simple phrases naturally weave together in a normal conversation. It makes it look achievable.
And then it throws it back to the learner.
Yes. Listening tasks, speaking prompts, like, okay, now you tell us, what do you do at 8 a.m.? Or what's your favorite food? It forces that active engagement. You have to produce the language yourself using the models provided. That's where the real learning clicks, moving from passive knowledge to active skill.
So wrapping this all up, what's the big takeaway from this deep dive into your English day? We've walked through a whole day,
Yeah.
But the real insight seems to be how this guide structures the learning around your actual life.
Precisely. It's not just random vocabulary. It's English mapped onto your routine morning, work, food, free time, evening. A guide like this gives a clear pathway because it contextualizes everything. It uses the power of habit. And that emphasis on practice using the sentences, doing the dialogues, the challenges, that's what makes it stick.
So it's a reminder to actually use it daily.
Every single day, ideally. Talk about your routine, what you ate, what you did for fun, even just narrating it to yourself. That consistency is gold.
Language isn't separate from life. It is the rhythm of life. And connecting English to that rhythm, that seems to be the key to making it feel natural.
Couldn't have said it better. It builds fluency that feels authentic, part of you. Which leads to a final thought, maybe. How might consciously narrating your day to yourself in English, even silently, not just improve your language, but actually change how you perceive your own daily habits and rhythms, seeing them through this new linguistic lens?
Hmm. That's definitely something to think about as you go about your day. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. We hope exploring this structured approach gives you some fresh ideas for mastering your everyday English.